a perm, now I like it natural, actual, factual, natural shit. Bougie still do ratchet shit. Not afraid to pass the clip before I make the ratchet spit. Blap.
What's up, y'all? We back in this thing. It's week 3 of Therapy Tuesdays. It's lit. I'm excited. We kept it going. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't show y'all my broke nail. But yeah, okay, so yeah, like I was saying, it's week 3, Therapy Tuesday, and I am just taking it a little easy today. Today, because you know, I've been showing y'all when I go to therapy and then just what I do after therapy or whatever. But today I completely forgot until I got there. I didn't have a therapy session. I forgot. I switched it from instead of every week to every other week. So that's that. So today, what I did, first of all, I voted. I hope y'all did too. We gotta get out there and vote, okay? We in trouble. I mean, I know it ain't much to vote for, but we gotta go vote, okay? All right. Public little PSA there, okay? But yeah, so so today, instead of going to therapy and y'all, me taking y'all with me for today, I really didn't do much today. And I honestly still feel really good about how I spent my Therapy Tuesday. So today I spent the day in preparation and reflection. And what I mean by that is after I voted, I took some time to really kind of organize my thoughts and organize things that steps that I needed to take to, elevate me, propel me to the next levels that I'm trying to be at. So that's what I mean by prepared. Also, I like I said in the video before last, I'm now a TLC rep, so I will be starting a TLC journey or a weight loss journey or a TLC challenge or something like that. So I just kind of took everything that I needed to do, like business-wise, and just kind of organized my steps. I also took some very much needed relaxing time because these last few weeks, y'all know that Mercury retrograde has been crazy. So I really took like some R time today. And today I really didn't have too much on my mind. Well, let me take that back. I did have a lot on my mind, but when I wanted to speak about therapy today, what I wanted to discuss was how it's been helping me so far. So today, I wanted to discuss with y'all 5 ways that I feel like therapy has helped me or is helping me. Because I know a lot of people go into therapy already kind of apprehensive and skeptical, and they feel like it's a waste of time and it won't work, this, that, and the third. So I figured I could talk to y'all about how it's helping me. So one way it's helping me is it helps me to be like legitly, brutally, ugly. Is that a word? Uglily? Brutally honest with myself about me, honestly, and situations. And I think a lot of the times, even though we may not try to, sometimes we kind of, if we don't know how to take accountability for ourselves and our actions, then sometimes we can try to play a victim, have like a victim mindset. And I don't want to be a victim. So being honest with myself helps me own up to my stuff. Like if I said something mean to somebody, okay, Miisha, you didn't have to say that. You need to go and apologize and try to rectify the situation. If I should have completed a task that I know I could have completed and I didn't just because I was lazy, then I tell myself like, okay, so you know it was nobody but you holding you back, right? Like it helps me be brutally honest with myself because, and that's, but that's what I need. Like, because I know I am working on self-compassion. And so I believe in order to be compassionate, you do have to be honest to a degree. And you definitely have to be honest with yourself, especially if you got goals and things that you're trying to reach. So that's one way therapy has helped me. I didn't write this down, but I just kind of said it. Self-compassion. I'm gonna say that's number 2. Self-compassion. Oh my gosh. Therapy has helped me become so so much more understanding of myself. Like, I think a lot of the times we're so busy trying to understand other people and what's going on in the world that we really don't take the time to kind of sit within and what we're going through and our feelings and how, like, our real feelings, not just a band-aid feeling we like to put over stuff. No, like, sit with our real feelings, like how something made you feel, or and also wonder why something made you feel that way. But when I make a mistake, the self-compassion is there to remind me that I'm human and that I'm growing and that I'm learning, because I am a person that is very, very, very self-critical. And I can get self-critical to the point where if I feel like I made a mistake and it was like what I feel was a very big mistake, then I no longer want to do whatever it was that I was doing. Like, I'll fall into a depression about it. I'll think about it all the time. I'll be like, dang, Miisha, why did you do that? Why didn't you know this? Or why this, why that? And I would just be so hard on myself to the point where I was literally beating myself up for things that I didn't know, or things that I didn't realize or have a better understanding of. And therapy kind of, like I said, therapy helped me realize, like, no, you're human. You know what I'm saying? This is your first time. You ain't done this before. You know what I'm saying? And when I say done this, I mean life. I have, to my recollection, I have not lived before. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I'm going through, every mistake that I've made is all part of life's learning process. And I have to understand that, because like I said, I'm very self-critical and I have very, very high expectations and standards for myself. So when I fail, it's crushing. Like, if I fail, it's crushing. But I have learned over even before therapy, but therapy kind of helped over the past few years, that failing doesn't necessarily make you a failure. If anything, it's about your mindset, because I say the only L's I take are lessons. I don't take losses. I take lessons. I learn and I learn, and that's what it is. Excuse me. Lessons. Those are the only L's I take, because from every mistake there is a lesson to be learned, and I had to understand that it's okay to fail. It's okay to make a mistake. Life goes on. You will be okay. It will not be the end of the world, even though it feels like it a lot of the times, but it's not the end of the world. And so learning that, not even learning that, but really understanding that helped me love myself a little harder and be more understanding and forgiving when I do fail or make a mistake. Therapy has helped me with that tremendously. It's still a process. I'm still very, very self-critical. But yeah, so that's another way. So I guess technically there should be 6 ways, but we'll see. So number 3. Y'all see my bro now? I know. I just got these done last week. Y'all seen? But anyway, number 3. Okay. Boundaries. Therapy helped me to not only create boundaries for myself and my life, but also understand other people's boundaries and things for their life. And what I mean by that is, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up, kind of spoiled. It is what it is. So I've kind of had like this mentality where it's what I want and that's what it is. And you can't be like that. You know what I mean? Especially when you want other people to respect you and your boundaries and the things you have set for your life. You have to also understand other people's perspectives and other people's lives and why they don't like certain things in their life. You know what I mean? Because ultimately we don't know what anybody has gone through. So obviously if a boundary is set, there's no crossing certain lines. You know what I mean? And though I may not understand the boundary, or it may sound crazy to me, I have to still respect other people's opinions and feelings and boundaries. as well as I expect people to respect mine. Because for a long time, I would say I probably didn't have any boundaries. I would just let people use me. They hurt me, I forgive them. Then they use me. They hurt me, I forgive them. You know what I mean? And that can be extremely, extremely draining. And then it's also, it can kind of get you down, like, about yourself, because it's kind of like, why am I allowing these people to hurt me? Or why, you know what I mean? Like, why about me doesn't feel worthy enough to have people respect me, or to really truly love me and treat me the way they say they're going to treat me, or the way that they should treat me, just based off a human being, or even the type of person that I am. Because I'm not a bad person. I don't do shicey shit to people. I mean, I've made mistakes and I've done things, you know what I mean, growing up. That's just what it is. But overall, I'm not a bad person. And I had to realize that I make mistakes, and I'm not going to allow people to make me feel no type of way about my mistakes. So, constantly, you might, get your feelings out, but a year down the road, I don't need you to keep talking about something that happened a year ago. You feel me? That's just me. I'm real blunt, direct, whatever kind of person. That's a boundary of mine. Like, because I'm the type of person, I don't want to keep living in the past. Because if you keep telling me how I hurt you, I'm going to keep feeling like a messed up human being. And who wants to feel that way? Like, I want to be happy. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Forgive me or not. But either way, let's move on. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to tell you how to feel. I'm not trying to tell a person when to feel. But at the same time, I also still have to consider my feelings. That's what I mean by boundaries. Therapy has helped me establish boundaries, and boundaries help me not to allow people to make me feel guilty, and that's what it is as far as boundaries go. Okay, so I think we was on number 4. Number 4, I put learning to let go and forgive through understanding other people. Basically, what I mean by that is, okay, everybody's reality is their own perception. Like, everybody's reality looks different. So once I really understood that nobody sees the world like I see the world, like really truly see the world, that helped me be able to deal with other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, you know what I mean? And other people's actions. And a lot of the times, their actions, for real, all the time, really, their actions have nothing to do with you. So, like, if somebody has wronged you, yes, it hurt you, and you may feel like, well, why wasn't I good enough, or what didn't I do, or what did I do wrong? But a lot of times, like, it's not even you, it's them and their issues. They may have reached a point in their life where they, are conflicted about something, and which caused them to act out in a certain way. And unfortunately, that way hurt you. But once you understand that the way they move really has more to do with them than you learn to let go of whatever hurt by any situation, because you realize that at some point, for me, I realized that there is nothing that I could do about it, because a person's gonna move how they gonna move. You know what I mean? So you allow people to be who they are, and you allow people to do what they want to do, because they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. So why take it personally? That was one on here, so I guess we can consolidate those two. So yeah, we still at 5. Okay. Mm-hmm. So once you understand that their reality is their perception and your reality is your perception, it's just easier to let go. You know what I mean? Yes, you can try to figure out, well, why do they see it like that? But honestly, that's not for you to figure out. Like, that's not your business. Why they think and say that way, it's really not your business, unless you make it your business, but it's really not. Okay, and number 5. Number 5. And I think this is probably, besides boundaries, one of the best ways therapy has helped me. And it is identifying my triggers. Yes, it is. It therapy is really helping me with that by, for one, giving myself the self-compassion that I deserve, that I need. Also through the boundaries, because I realized once I started creating those boundaries and certain people, you know what I'm saying, really didn't want to succumb to my boundaries, how I acted or shut down or responded or whatever, that helped me identify a trigger. Because 9 times out of 10, like, I'm going to either respond or react to your response. You feel me? So depending on how you respond, and I don't know if this is a good way. I mean, I guess maybe there are different ways, but I was just gonna say I've kind of identified, obviously, my triggers through other people and my interactions with them, because now I'm actively trying to heal. So I'm actively, like, very conscious of the energy I'm putting out there, what I'm saying, what I'm doing, the energy I'm receiving, how people are, you know what I mean? And so, like, once I realize you're doing a behavior that I don't like that's what identifying triggers is. Well, I think identifying triggers are when you're put in a situation and as opposed to responding, you're wanting to react. Whether you want to cry, fight, scream, eat, be alone, you know what I mean? Something someone did or something happened that made you feel away, and it reverted your mind, unconsciously reverted you back to childhood. And some, like, okay, I tell y'all, 2 triggers I've identified about myself since starting therapy. I don't like to feel like I'm being ignored, and I don't like to feel like a person just gonna get up and leave me. I have abandonment issues. I do not like to feel like you're about to abandon me. And like I just, ignore me is rude. I'm from the South. I'm from the old South though, old ATL. We had manners and Southern hospitality. I don't know what's going on with this newness, but whatever. So, like, ignoring me, that drives me, like, oh my God. It's like, so I'm sitting here and you don't hear me talking to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you hear me. So yes, those are 2 triggers that therapy has helped me identify. And I'm extremely happy that I've identified those 2 triggers, because I'm not gonna lie, those are 2 big ones. 2 big ones for me. Identifying those 2 things has shifted my life in just 2 months. Like, and I'll say a month, because it took me a little minute to really, like, get down to the nitty gritty. But yeah, so, like, and now that I've identified those triggers, when a situation is happening to where it's making me feel those feelings, I know how to respond as opposed to react. I try to figure out where I need to take myself. Do I need to take myself out of the equation? Do I need to calm down, breathe, and think about it before I respond? Because I'm trying to get out of the whole reactionary kind of mindset, and I would really rather to respond to the things happening in my life. So identifying those triggers just help me better respond, and ultimately it does help me feel better, because once I react and after I calm down from reacting, then it's like, now I have all this guilt and shame, and now I have all these other thoughts and things to worry about when I ain't even have to do all that. So those are 5 ways I feel like therapy is helping me right now. I'm so excited to see how therapy continues to help me. And y'all know I'm gonna keep you posted, you know what I mean, as we're going through this journey. I am so happy that I've decided to share my therapy journey with y'all. I had a cousin tell me that it was very brave of me, and I didn't look at it like that, but I guess it is kind of brave of me, which is something that I kind of needed to prove to myself, kind of thing. So, yay. That made me happy. Also, I asked another friend of mine, like, could she tell a difference since I've been going to therapy? And she said she could. She said that my spirit seems lighter. Yeah, that just made me feel good. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. And share the 5 ways therapy is currently helping me right now. I'm going to continue to do my part, learn my process, figure out my process. I'm still journaling. I may journal again tonight. I don't know. But that was it, you guys. Quick little video today. Nothing major. And like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I hope you find some good content on this page that will help keep you encouraged. And I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.